May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and as we wrap it up, we want to tell you a story that might be tough to watch for some as it deals with a suicide attempt. All month long and throughout the year, the San Francisco Giants have been raising awareness about mental health within the organization and in the community. From a mental health awareness game at Oracle Park to community events with local partners, the team is working to end the stigma. The San Francisco Giants are known for what we see on the field, but off the diamond, the team is doing work that goes beyond physical talent. The Giants are expanding their focus on mental health with the help of former Giants player Drew Robinson, who after retirement got a call about a new role that didn't require putting on a uniform.
Yeah, it was a lot of happy tears, to be honest, on that phone call.
That new position, Giants mental health advocate, was created specifically for Drew. What led him there is a painful story he now shares often with staff, players, kids, and the community. Drew speaks about what led him to a suicide attempt in 2020, years of ignoring his mental struggles, a season-ending injury, a breakup, and being alone during the pandemic.
It was just something that even like in between at bats, even in between and during the game, I was thinking about how it doesn't matter how I do today, I'm going to go home and take my life. You remember, by that time, people were loading up on guns and ammo with thinking that the worst was happening during the quarantine. And I kind of like used that as an excuse to go buy one, knowing exactly what I was buying it for. And fast forward about 3 weeks later, I got to April 16th, which was, I didn't wake up any differently. I didn't plan on that being the day, just kind of like wanting to do it throughout that time, but didn't really want to do it. And on 16th, just kind of like realized the note that I had worked on was finished. I still didn't not want to do it. And so later that night on April 16th, I pulled the trigger, and thankfully 20 hours later, I was still alive enough to call for help.
Drew ended up in the hospital, surviving his serious injuries, but losing his eye.
As soon as I woke up, I had a feeling of nothing to lose anymore, and I wasn't going to be able to hide what I was hiding. Everyone's going to find out about this, and so I was finally willing to just share openly and be my most vulnerable self, which at that time was very scared and confused, but also very willing to figure out what the help needs to be like. And so I was very grateful to survive and very grateful to be able to take advantage of the amazing support system and resources that I could have been taking advantage of before my attempt.
Resources he now encourages people to use.
When he, experienced his attempt and came back to the Giants and really started talking about mental wellness, we realized that there was a need in our communities to, be the leader in talking about these things. And he was able to showcase, just how much people listen to professional athletes, and especially young people are looking to professional athletes to how they should be handling themselves on and off the field.
Giants Director of Community Relations Tess Oliphant helps organize events with local partners, addressing various topics, from kids and mental health with the Junior Giants to suicide prevention. And more players are getting involved.
I got involved in mental health awareness because of my friend Drew Robinson and his story.
I prioritize my mental health by asking for help.
And having our players take leadership in that is really a fun thing, because as the Giants, we can say as much as we want when it comes to community work, but when our players really get behind it, it adds so much more power to it.
A collective power the team, staff, and Drew continue to grow, now with the addition of 2 four-legged helpers, the Giants' emotional support dog Willie and Drew's service dog Ellie.
There's Ellie, she's passed out.
Drew says there's still a lot of work to do to normalize mental health wellness, but he sees the movement heading in the right direction.
You see kind of like the wave happening, and it's something that I think the more normal we make it, the more less charged these scenarios happen.
Well, the Giants players are also showing their support by growing mustaches for Mustache May. Outfielder Mike Yastrzemski is leading the charge, raising money for the Heart and Armor Foundation, which aims to protect the health of veterans and provide resources to those struggling with PTSD and other issues. There are plenty of resources if you or someone you know is going through mental health issues. You can find our list at abc7news.com/takeaction. And for urgent matters, you can call the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by calling or texting 988.